Well, it's been a bit of a week. I've had a kid sick. I've been sick. There's been absolutely no planning. And yeah, let's see how this week goes. Hey everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be planning the week of Monday the 28th of November through Sunday the 4th of December. And golly gosh, where did this year go? Did I just say golly gosh? Okay, it's early. It's Saturday morning. I'm trying to get this recorded before my better half wakes up and start making noise, and before the neighbourhood really wakes up and I get a lot more background noise. So let's get into this. It's going to be a fairly quick one. So today I'm going to be using my B6 Kikki K Hazelnut planner. Say that 5 times fast. And as per usual, I'm going to be using my B6 layout, which is what I'm calling my dashboard layout. I've got horizontal sections for all 7 days, habit section and a tasks area. If you want to get your hands on this layout, stick around until the end because I have a bit of an update around the shop. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. I know it's late, but anyway, life happens. So quickly, let's take a look at how last week went before we get into it. I was so sick last week that I didn't even really film this setup. I kind of did, but wasn't feeling well enough to actually edit and get it up. So I did a little bit of planning. I haven't even come back into it since I did that to be able to update what happened. So I didn't do any editing, but oh, there's a bit of a spoochy bit. Let's clean that up before it makes a complete mess. Cool, I've just grabbed my Sarasa clip in a 0.5. Now, I didn't end up, as I said, I didn't do any editing. I was homesick Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from work, and I had my youngest homesick on Monday and Tuesday as well. So there weren't any videos. I did do a crap ton of designing though. Well, I was off sick. Yesterday I did some designing at night. Thursday we ended up going to the shops. I had a little bit of a change of plan. My oldest wanted to go and meet up with some friends at the shop, so we took the opportunity to finish up getting Stephen's birthday present. Little bits and pieces that we had left to get. So did that on Thursday night, and yesterday was Stephen's birthday, which if you don't know, that's my ex-husband. Today I'm actually not going to the doctor's. I'm going to be filming this and I'm going to be doing a little bit of organising. So we've got everyone coming over for Christmas. On Christmas Eve, we're going to be organising or starting to get the backyard under control. Yeah, people are coming and there's only like 4 weekends left. So today's going to be a lot about yard work, hence why I haven't gone to get my nails done. I've been dealing with that for a couple of days. But anyway, and then tomorrow I'll be going to get my nails done because I'm sure these are going to get even more trashed by the end of the day. Filming this today, be editing tomorrow and get this video up. In terms of habits, vitamins didn't happen. I'm just grabbing my clean color dot because I might as well just fill all this in because I know what I did. I did manage to do water all week. It's probably the only reason why I didn't stay as sick as what I was. I slept a lot. These 3 days, I slept a lot. Probably not in full stretches, but I took a lot more naps than what I normally do. And last night, I definitely had a good 8 hours sleep. There was me time in the morning every one of the days, and I've done that today as well. And I did designing pretty much all week. There was some laundry on Wednesday and on Friday. Wasn't too bad a week. In terms of tasks, I didn't end up writing anything down, but the main priority was to get Stephen's birthday present under control and to start buying a few things for my desk. If you've been watching my stories on Instagram, then you know I had a little bit of a swatching adventure. On Thursday night, I started thinking through what I was going to be using for next year and working out my colours. And then yesterday I ended up going to office work and doing kind of a swatching adventure in the wild. Anyway, so that was last week. I did manage to get everything that, well, we all got to where we needed to be when we needed to be there. So that was good. What's coming up this week? So this week I've got some patron stuff. I've got Chloe's tutor, and because I haven't set up December just yet. I'm going to quickly jump in to my future planning and just see if there's anything coming up in the first week of December, because that'll have to be in this week's plan. And no, everything else kind of falls in after next week, which is good. Cool, because the following week actually starts with my birthday. Yay! All right, cool. So that's the deal. So this week's a fairly open week in terms of activities. I know I don't have anything for the girls' schools this week. The following week I've got to add a few things into future planning. Actually, I might as well do that now. And I'm going to use my planner to do that. So 8th, Chloe has a hot dog day at school. And I think that's it for now. Cool, so where are we? So that's this week. Before I get any further, I'm going to do a weekly reflection on this week, and I'll do my weekly actions. So I'm going to speed through this and then I'll come back and talk it through. Okay, that's all done. Let's go through it. Weekly reflections. There's a lot here. I've had a lot of time to think. Biggest wins for the week. I've got all my weekly designs done. They are done. The files are done. I just have to get them up onto the site, but that's not a lot of work. The designs are done. Hooray. I managed to watch a couple of World Cup games with Kira. I've been so surprised how into it she's been getting. It wasn't really something that I was planning to make a big thing of, hence why it wasn't in my planner for last week, because that's when it all started. But Kira's been getting up to watch the games, and we're going through the schedule together and working out what we're going to watch and what we're going to, watch live and watch on replay and stuff like that. So that's actually been really, really, really nice and really surprising. So I'm going to keep going with that. I didn't think the WOG gene and the South American gene was so strong with her, but apparently it is, so I'm rolling with it. Love my little chook, or my big chook. But anyway, I've agreed a game plan with Brett for Phoenix, which is his business, and we've got the holidays coming up, so we just had to work out what the plan was for the next couple of months, so that was really good. And as I alluded to in my intro, I've worked out kind of a launch schedule for SandyPlans, and more on that in a little bit. But yeah, what's working, regular one-on-one time with Kira and Chloe. This week was just, they ground me. I love them. The new desk setup, so it's probably about 80-90% of the way there. I keep tweaking it, but it's really starting to work. Like the drawers that I got a couple of weeks ago, it's keeping a lot of stuff off my desk. A couple of tweaks I still need to do, but I'm kind of loving how it's going at the moment. And coordinating plans with Brett better. I'll come back to that kind of in the improvements and the adjustments. So what's not working, I'm burning myself out again, hence why I've been so sick. And I'm putting too much pressure on myself for a big bang launch. So yeah, it's just, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be complete. And look, my life just doesn't afford me enough time to be able to get everything put together like that. So I'm going to be a little bit kind to myself, but we'll get to that in a minute. And not making time for planning. So this week was another week of just get it done. Had an idea of what I had to do in my head, and yeah, it contributes to the burnout because then I'm trying to keep everything in my head. I'm not really offloading anything, and by the time Friday comes, I'm exhausted. Yeah, and even just trying to work out a game plan is just really hard. So that's not working. And I keep saying this, but every time I make a point of making time for planning, life feels better. So I just need to start getting that under control. So what improvements or adjustments I need to get back to two core principles: progress over perfection, just get it launched. Keep wanting to give you guys the news, but more on that at the end. And acceptance that I'm only one person and I need to ask for help. Anyone who knows me knows this is not my forte. It's probably been the guiding theme of my entire existence. I don't ask for help very much, so I just need to trust that I've got the right people around me who will help. And I just need to ask for it. So these are the two things. Like I said, Brett and I had some really good conversations this week. And yeah, it's going to be better. Okay, moving on. So weekly actions. This week I know it looks like a lot, but I'm trying to keep it fairly simple, if that makes sense. So personal, it's purely a hair treatment. That'll probably include a recolor. We'll see how that goes. I might actually book in for the hairdresser. But anyway. Fun recreation, I'm going to keep watching World Cup games even though Kira's at her dad's this week because she will want commentary and my thoughts. So that is, that's going to be it we've got. So we're following 3 teams. So Australia, obviously, Uruguay, because that's where my family's from, and Serbia because her deka or her grandpa on her dad's side is Serbian. So Kira's kind of, you know, she's so beautiful. She wants to cheer for all 3 teams because they're all part of her heritage. So I'm all for it. So I've got to kind of work out what the schedule is going to be for these 3 teams, and I'll have to figure out a way to get that into the planner so that I can kind of organize it all. But anyway, TV, Brett and I have been watching The Cleaning Lady. It wasn't really on our radar, but it's one we just found as we were flicking through different streaming options. And if we would just stop falling asleep because we're so exhausted, then we'd actually get through more than an episode a night. But anyway, that's the plan. And I'm going to be continuing to read my Getting Things Done. So that's all in an effort to, and it kind of ties in with the rest thing. It's giving myself time to just disconnect from everything else that I have to do on my to-do list and helping me work out how to better organize everything that I have to do in my life. Because it's only going to, you know, I'm only going to have more stuff on my to-do list, so really want to finish that. Working, learning. I need to get 2 daily designs set up. I know that's very light in terms of a launch situation, but I just want to have 2 options up to begin with, and that pretty much gets me ready. Put the finishing touches on the website, and I'm only going to be doing 1 video next week, so I really want to take the pressure off myself. I've been really feeling the pressure to do the design work, keep YouTube going, keep Instagram going, in amongst all of other life stuff. And I have a day job, and it's not a small one. I'm a project manager at a fintech. So some days I finish at 5:30 like I'm supposed to. Some days I finish at 8, 9 o'clock. And that has to be the priority because it is my main sort of source of income. Like that has to be the priority. So I really need to start giving myself a little bit of space around my own side hustle and side gig, and just allow myself to just concentrate on the important stuff. If I have to let a few things slip a little bit, then that's what's going to happen. Okay, family and relationships, date night with Brett, nice and simple. We need a date night. We're going to have one tonight, which is Saturday, but I also want to have a midweek date night with him next week. And I want to lock in my planner catch up with Mel. So Mel's one of my very dear friends. I've known her for 4, maybe 5 years. We met at Planner Day. I think it would be 5 years actually. But every year, it's really funny, every year, around this time of the year, we start kind of working out our new planner for the year, and we always touch base with each other, and we've been doing that thing at the moment. And sorry, I'm just writing this down because we kind of agreed that we'd do it the weekend of the 11th, but I just need to lock that in. So yeah. The idea is that so she's going to be traveling by the time the last planner day of the year comes around. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it with all the family stuff going on. So we're setting up like a planner coffee date thing on the weekend of the 11th of December. So kind of just need to lock that in with her so that we both can get it in our planners and locked in. Anyway, health and wellness, gym, for God's sake, woman, I just need to do this. Like, get the membership, schedule it in with Brett. and then water, sleep, and rest. So water and sleep are the usual ones. Nothing's changing there. Rest, I really want to start giving myself time to just not have screen time, read, have some thought and processing time, not be at my desk, hence why I bought the physical books and not like audio books or anything like that. I just want to be able to just sit on the couch and disconnect for a little bit. So that's a big thing, and I think that's going to help with some of the burnout and just a lot of the pressure that I'm putting under myself. Personal growth, weekly reflections. I didn't do that last week. It started me off on the wrong foot for the week. It kind of all stems from this weekly reflections. Whenever I do this, I kind of set myself up for the right tone for the week. I'm going to try to tie these two together. So daily planner check-in and morning me time. If I can pull these two together, even on the weeks that I do have kids, then that starts setting me up on a daily basis. So the weekly reflections and actions, and let me just write that in. So the weekly reflections and actions is what sets me up for the week. What the daily planner check-in and the morning me time kind of sets me up for the day, if that makes sense. And that's not just checking in with my work planner, because I do that every day, but it's checking in on my personal one as well. With the financial, I'm paring this way back, just tracking my spending. I just want to start building that habit up before I try to do the big bang again. And with the spend tracking, it's more just about understanding what I'm spending my money on. And then I can start working out budgets and stuff like that again. So again, starting small, bringing that in from Atomic Habits and just starting that, getting that habit under control, and then I'll build on it. So that's the idea. Again, coming back to progress over perfection. It's just starting with small steps and then building on that. For physical environment, oh my God, this is going to be a big one. So we got to finish with the backyard prep. So we're starting it this weekend, but by next weekend I need to have it finished. We've got a couple of bald patches in the lawn, and there are spider webs everywhere on my back fence, and I hate spiders. I'm ridiculously arachnophobic. So this week we're doing some spraying and cleaning up, and next week, hopefully everything will be dead and I can just do a final cleanup of that back fence. But we really just want to get the backyard prepped for Christmas Eve, because I'm going to have my whole family here. And I want to really finish off my desk and office area. So as I said, I'm about 85-90% of the way there. It just needs a couple of tweaks, and I just need to find a few places for a few things that keep finding themselves on my desk. I'm literally in the walkway of the entryway of the house. My office area is under the stairs. My kind of office slash desk slash studio is literally in the open air. My area ends up being like a dumping ground for the family as they come in, and I tend to find that it's just not working. So yeah, need to get a bit of a system for ongoing tidiness. All right, enough of weekly actions right now. Let's get into what you came here for. Let's do the weekly plans. I'm going to pull everything out, get myself set up, and then I'll go through what supplies I'm going to be using. Okay, so main supplies for the week. A couple of changes here actually. So I will continue to use my Pentel Energel cleaner, but I've really been enjoying using my Sarasa Click in 0.5. Now, I am a 0.4 girl, nothing's changing there, but for the bolding, is that really a word? Anyway, for making things stand out, I've been really enjoying using this one, just for making things stand out a little bit and just drawing my attention because it looks a little bit darker. The ink color is amazing. I got this one from May Paper Co. and she also, so the great thing about these is you buy the barrel and then kind of like the cleaners, you can just buy the refills. So once you get the one barrel or the two or whichever one, however many you want, then it becomes really affordable to just buy the refills when you need them. I've also got it in grey. So The grey is actually really, really lovely. It's a really nice tone of grey, and I'll use the black to give you a little bit of a comparison. So I'm really liking the idea of bringing the grey in, and again it's in a 0.5. I might use that today, I might not. Actually, I'll put it over here for now. So yeah, new pen in the mix, Sarasa Clip. I've been using this one for a little while with my work planner, which I do not share on YouTube or Instagram other than cover shots and things like that, just because it's got all my client information in it. But like, I've been using this one for a while, and now I'm starting to bring that into my everyday carry. So the other one is my Zig Clean Coloured Dot Marker. So that's in the colour Platinum. Again, this one's my Old Faithful. It's for anything I'm going to do with to-dos or marking in my habit tracker. Done my cleaner. My slice tool, which is starting to get a bit banged up and dirty, but anyway, she's amazing. I'm going to use that to cut down any washies or stickers or anything like that. My tweezers, again, Manicare, picked it up at Priceline. I think it's supposed to be for eyebrows and stuff like that, but it works brilliantly for stickers and stuff. And my metal ruler. So I also have my container with my other bits and pieces in terms of other pens and things. If I bring any of those in, I will let you know what they are in the description. And this is a brand new wire pen cup that I got at Officeworks yesterday. I thought it would look really nice and minimal and not take up a lot of like visual space, if that makes sense. But all the stuff keeps falling out. So there's a tiny little lip on the side to hold the pens in, but I'm just finding it's not tall enough. So either I'm going to have to DIY something to keep the pens in, or this was an epic fail. But anyway, more on that later. I'll keep them to the side. As I said, if I pull anything from there in, I will let you know. So finally, I'll be using my stickers from Creative Sticker Co. This isn't the only binder, you all know that. But I'll be using these in terms of any stickers that I use. I'll talk you through everything as I'm pulling it out and any color codes and stuff like that. Okay, that's supplies. Let's get into it. Okay, so as per usual, we're going to start off with the custody. I know I said this was a non-mum week, but my custody schedule starts on a Friday. So get this in. Okay, so that's the custody, and I haven't done this like half-coloured heart in a while, so I thought I'd give that a go again. Okay, I like that. Now, work schedule. Now the work schedule. Nothing's changing here. Pretty stock standard, working from home Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and in the office Thursday and Tuesday. Okay, so that's the work schedule in. Now just get a couple of the appointments in. I've got 2 Cindy patron things going on Monday and Wednesday. Chloe's got a tutor appointment, but she's at her dad's place, so I don't have to worry about that. There wasn't anything on the schedule in my future planning for December on those days, so that's going to keep this very nice and clean. What do I want to do? Okay. So I've got my ones. Okay, so we'll get these in real quick. Okay, on Monday I'll only really be able to do the first half an hour of the Cindy or Llama, I can't even speak, Llama Letters live patron hangout, and because I'll have to start work at 9 o'clock, I won't be able to watch the live plan with me because that'll start at 9:30 and anyway, work. So that is all I can do there, and 8 a.m. I can do the Cindy patron hangout on YouTube because it's usually about a half an hour. So I'll be done with that before work. That's it in terms of scheduled appointments. for this week. Now, I'm just going to turn this over to take a look at my weekly actions because there's a couple of things I actually want to schedule before I even look at the World Cup games. So I'll do that in a second. I want to lock in a date night with Brett, and that normally happens either on a Tuesday or a Thursday when I'm done with work. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in. I'm just gonna put it in for Tuesday at the moment, and we'll see how life goes. If I have to move it to Thursday, I will. I've paused. Make whatever noise you need to.
You know, this is my speed first thing up in the morning.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were trying to like...
No. I tried to lay there for as long as I could, but it's 10 o'clock.
I'm sorry. I've got maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
Half an hour. So I need quiet.
Let me make my breakfast and have something to eat because I'm starving.
Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll officially pause this. Okay, so my grandmaster plan of getting this done before Brett got up was a failure. So I'm back after a bit of a quick break. So what have I done? I've got my patron stuff. I've done my dinner date. The last thing I need to put in terms of scheduling is bin night. And that's on Tuesday. Okay, that's it for that part of it. Now, what I need to do is, this video is going to go up on Sunday, so it doesn't need to go here. I am going to put in my next week's weekly that I'm going to aim to have that out on Sunday. So that's the only other thing that I want to put in for the moment. And I am only aiming for one video this week. Okay. Now I'm going to be using, so this is a custom script sticker from Creative Sticker Co that I got made up. It is in the small size and it is font 5. So that's nice and easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work backwards from there in terms of getting a couple of to-dos in, and then I'm going to fill everything else in. Okay, so I'm going to keep using the process of scheduled appointments on the left-hand side and then any to-dos along the right, because I'm not using any dailies at the moment, and I think that might have to change, but we will go from there. Okay, so filming will be on Saturday, and I feel like that works a lot better than trying to do it earlier in the week because I already have a good idea of what's happening for the following week. So if I film on early Saturday morning and then edit in the afternoon, okay, and then actually I'm going to use the Sarasa for this, so this will be post and promote. Okay, so working backwards from there for the rest of the week. Now I do need to find out from Brett when we're going to go and speak to the gym. I think we're going to aim for tomorrow. We're just not going to call them anymore. We're just going to rock up. It's one of those unattended gyms and they just don't call you back. So anyway, Monday, so I know I have to design my bundle for next month at some point next week. So I want to get that in. But then I want to be spending a lot more time on getting the website set up for launch. And I just realized I haven't left myself a lot of space there. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, So gonna get my design stickers out. So there's gonna be a lot of designing this week. If I'm filming next week on Saturday, then that means I have to do the cutting and the punching on Friday. So again, I'm just working backwards in terms of what I need to do, and I'm just finding logical kind of spaces in my week to be able to do that. And the good thing is, if I'm doing that on Friday, I'm already going to be home. Yes, I've got a bit of time to go and pick up the girls and stuff. Oh, I've got to get that in. And yeah, okay, let's get that part in first. So Brett will go and pick up Aiden and Ella in the afternoon on Friday, and that's normally when I do some of my stuff, just before the whole family's back together, because in that way Friday night can be just a family night, whether it's dinner and a movie or dinner and games night, stuff like that. We've been doing a lot more games nights lately. Okay, good, perfect. So in here, I'm going to be cutting and punching and getting everything ready for next month. Okay, cool. So if I do on Thursday I can quickly do, no, Thursday I'm going to be coming home from work, so doing a lot of design and prep work is probably not a good idea, because I probably won't get it done in time to be able to do everything on Friday morning before I start work, because I want to get all of this stuff done either before my day starts or while Brett's doing the pickup. We'll see how we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to design December on Wednesday and have that already all printed out. Okay, I'll get that all printed out on Wednesday. I've just got grey on my fingers, God. All right, so print December. Now, for next year, I'm probably not going to be in a B6. I've gotten a personal size planner to give that a go, so it's going to be a little bit narrower than this. It's probably going to be about that big. So that's why I haven't gone and bought a whole stack of B6 printable paper from my paper co. I will be getting some personal size so that I can test it out and see if it works in my printer, so that next year I don't have to do the whole cut and punch situation and make things a lot easier for me, save me a bit of time. I've been doing that with my half letters, and oh my God, it's so much easier. Okay, so we're going to design dailies here. Okay, and I'll finish off with the dailies here. So as I said, I'm only going to have two dated versions for launch, and then I'm going to do the same designs in an undated version to put up as a first part. So I want to get all of that done so that I can actually start setting up the website. Now, again, I'm looking at this in terms of what I can do before work and what I can do after work. The days that I'm working from home, I have more time in both those slots. So Tuesday and Thursday, because I've got the commute into the city, I lose a little bit of my morning time. So I'm going to keep these nice and light. What I want to do in Monday and Wednesday is I want to start finalizing the website. Okay, and on Tuesday and Thursday, and then on Saturday and Sunday I'm going to start promoting the launch. Okay, if you're wondering why that's ramping up really quickly, actually no, I'll tell you at the end. Real quick, let's get the habits in. Nothing's really going to change here. Let me take a look. All right, so vitamins I'm not even going to try anymore. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself for that. I'm going to do 2 to 3 liters of water, 7 to 8 hours sleep, morning me time / planner, designing / promoting, and then for household stuff I want to make sure that I'm doing laundry every day. Now this weekend I am going to be finally setting up my laundry properly, so I hope that fixing up that environment will make me a little bit more likely to go in there. And there was something else that I wanted to look at. Rest. It's going to be a couple of videos coming up soon around what my planner setup is going to look like for next year. Spoiler alert, all of these MakseLife adapted inserts, they're actually not going to live in my everyday planner anymore, and there's a reason for that. As you can tell, like, it makes it really hard to flip backwards and forwards across all the different things. My plan is, well, I've already bought the MakseLife, what are they called? The companion notebook set and the folio. So they're going to live in their own little section, and then that way I can reference it as a separate book and transfer everything that I need to transfer into my planner. And again, this is part of why I think the dailies are going to be coming back, because I really see, like, this is just not enough room for all the to-dos that I need to do across all the different parts of my life. It's really good in terms of highlights and stuff like that, but I just have a little bit too much to juggle on here. So the idea is to start taking some of this off the weeklies and give myself a little bit. I'll be using a smaller page, so that's really about dated appointments and some slight to-dos and things like that, and most of it's going to go directly into my dailies for the days that I want to do tasks. So it's already there. It makes my morning setup a lot easier, and yeah, we'll see how that works. All right, so for tasks, gym is the big one. What else? Hair treatment. Yeah, so I've also got a different layout that I'm probably going to be moving to for the personal size. That's going to help have just a master task list that's a lot longer, and I can transfer into the dailies. So yeah, watch this space. You'll see a lot more of that popping up onto my Instagram this week. Okay, so gym, hair treatment, organise, planner, catch up with Mel. And the other big thing I need to do is finalise my 2023 setup. Okay, cool. So I think I've got everything. Set up website, I've already picked that up. Spend tracking. I might actually add the spend tracking to my habits. And I already have a layout for that. It's not in here at the moment. I've just got to print it out. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it. Let's put this in the planner and I'll do a quick roundup. Okay, so that's what this week is going to look like. I'm going to see how this goes. I think I've been really mindful about what time I'm going to have to be able to put some tasks in around my work schedule and my life schedule. So I think that's really good. We'll see how this all works out. Hey, so if you're still here, thank you for sticking around. it's time to tell you about the launch. So I'm going to be launching SandyPlans on my birthday, which is the 5th of December. The launch is going to consist of the 2023 collection, which is going to have 4 yearly or annual layouts, 2 monthlies, 4 weeklies, 2 dailies, and a couple of different note pages as well. 2 weeks after that, we'll be doing some new releases, which will include some undated planner layouts and some lifestyle layouts. And basically, I'd like to aim for at least 1 new release day a month, probably aiming for about the 3rd Monday of the week. That doesn't make sense. Probably aiming for the 3rd Monday of the month, but we'll see. I'm still working out the kinks. Anyway. So I'm really excited, and I hope you will join me on the 5th of December to celebrate my birthday and the launch of SandyPlans. Keep an eye out on my Instagram for more information and some sneak peeks. I know I snuck one in here. If you were paying attention, you probably saw it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and like and subscribe and all the things. Have a great week. Stay safe. I'll see you later. Bye.